I don't know, I don't really feel embarrassed over things, but like, that one almost went over that line where I'm starting to feel embarrassed.
Bullet hell on Steam, so it must be a bullet hell.
That's just my opinion though, like, I still think it's an okay game because of its boss fights and stuff. But the story, I don't even want to know what goes on in someone's head if they think it has a good story. It just, like you said, you were 12. That explains a lot. But if you're not 12, like let's say you're 20 and you think it has a good story, then I get a little suspect. Just a little suspect. Not saying that person has to be stupid or something. Just I feel a little suspect. That's a red flag for me.
I don't remember the story, TBH.
The story is like, well, if I say too much, I'll spoil things, which I'm not a fan of. But the story is like you're a little boy or something, and you fall down a hole, and a bunch of monsters are there, and you make friends with all the monsters. You make friends with them, and the game. See, this is where it loses me. The game makes way too much out of way too little. It takes these friendships way too seriously. Like, you get to know a monster for like 5 minutes, and at the end of the game pretends that you're like super best friends and shit. It's honestly insulting. Maybe people
who says, I just remember the good music and
the music's great.
Characters.
The music's great. I truly do think the music's great.
Synth Ricardo says, I just don't like RPGs TSG, however what I mean is that every time that someone says cool
and the characters are annoying. Dude, the characters in that game are so annoying. You can tell they're written by some really annoying person.
Ricardo says, and plays more.
Making friends with annoying characters. There's no substance behind any of that friendship, but like the game pretends that there is, and it has a really ham-fisted like morality system, which, you know, I've talked to people that found the morality system to be way more insulting than I found it to be, but it's still pretty bad. Like, the morality system is very, very black and white, which feels. It doesn't go well with the bad characters. Like, the game really wants you to feel bad about killing characters and stuff, but I just don't see why you would.
Just hating RPGs doesn't.
Why would you feel bad about killing those characters? First of all, it's only a game. And second of all, the characters makes no effort to make any of these characters have any substance at all. They're all annoying caricatures or something. They're annoying characters. The story,
says, and I found that being friends with annoying characters was part of the game's humor, LOL.
It does have some good humor here and there,
Ricardo says,
but not a good story. The final route, or rather the good route, has honestly one of the worst endings I've ever seen in any game. Like,
because I swear
it's so schmaltzy, it borders on parody. Like, it's hard to believe it's serious at points. And believe me, I'm not against schmaltzy if it's done well. Like, I'm fine with that. But like, this game just takes it too far. If you can't take the schmaltziness seriously, then there's a problem. If there's real heart behind it, then I'm fine with it. But Undertale doesn't have heart. I don't see where the heart is in this game. It's not necessarily a cynical game, but it's a game written by someone who doesn't have life experience, who is trying a little too hard to appeal to the masses. You know, he doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's trying anyway, and the masses eat it up because those same people in the masses also lack life experience, because people nowadays simply do. Young people nowadays do not have life experience. That's why they eat this shit up. They have not learned healthy cynicism. And I think that cynicism is required to have, probably, to see why this game has a poor story.
It's a game by a crying shut-in for cringe shut-ins. Kirby comment says, what did you think of Mother 3 story?
I thought Mother 3 story was pretty good, and Undertale story, by comparison, it's influenced by Mother 3's, but not in a good way. Like, Mother 3 story actually has heart. And I mean actually has heart. It's written by people that understand something about our psychology and our emotions and our, you know, our minds. Undertale isn't written by such a person. Undertale is just written by some random dude, bro. But yeah, I liked Mother 3 story quite a lot, actually. Which is rare. I do not like video game stories very often.
Kirby comment says, yet I remember some parts getting to me and shedding tears a few times.
Yeah, I'm not one to cry, but that just goes to show that it's got something going for it. I just thought it was good. Like, I just thought it was a good game. And I think I talked about, like, I made some kind of blog post or something when I finished it, that the game was very desperate in giving you feels, and that I didn't get those feels, but that's not because it's a bad game. I didn't get those feels because it's a bad game. It's just hard, like, video game, like I've said, video games stories aren't all that great to me. You know, I watch movies, I read books. Video games cannot touch me with story very easily, because I've watched so many great movies which have touched me, because they show the real shit. Video games do not do that. So for a video game to make me cry, that's never happened through a story. Maybe I've cried because of failure. Maybe when I was a kid, you know. Certainly not as an adult. But if I was a crybaby, you know, maybe Mother 3 would have done it. It's a pretty genuine game. But I'm not a crybaby. In any case, it definitely has, like, it does have, like, the genuine feels, which I do not think Undertale does whatsoever. Undertale is just trying too damn hard. It is a fake game, fake emotions. I'm sure I'm making a lot of people sad with my opinions. Like, oh no, how dare this? Like, someone who doesn't want to speak up is like, oh no, Undertale is my favorite game. Like, he just doesn't understand. Oh man. There's a reason why my stream will never be popular. It's not just because I play the wrong games.
Jacob 2 who says, LOL, it's fine. Story is secondary to me in games.
Just to show a little comfort to Undertale, I do think Undertale does have some parts that are funny. Like, some parts actually made me laugh. It's very hit or miss with the humor, but some parts did make me laugh, and that does count for something. Like, some parts are just so stupid that you can't help but laugh. Like the fucking hot dogs. There's like this a secret where you can stack like fucking 20 hot dogs on someone's head, and it's just so out of nowhere. You can't help but laugh at how stupid it is. Things like that I can definitely appreciate. The red, okay. Sometimes the red gets in the way here. Maybe I should change my route for this part. The red gets in the way too often. This game has such sweet music as well. It's so comfy. Not the best soundtrack ever by any means, but it is pretty sweet. Am I missing a speed item? I think I am. I don't feel like I'm as fast as I usually am here. I'm almost at the 4th stage and I haven't maxed out my speed. That's just nuts, man. This game is very long-winded when it comes to powering up. It takes forever. For fucking ever. Really solid game though. I'm enjoying this game a lot. I feel like basically this game takes Hishosame and it says Hishosame is good and all, but what if we make the game 10 times harder?
Chocolate Deluxe.
That's this game.
Truxton 2 is my favorite Toplan sound.
Soundtrack. Yeah, that's probably... No, Batsugun is... No, wait. Batsugun or Dogyun are the best soundtracks, I think.
Whatever says.
But Truxton 2 is actually... Actually, I forgot. Truxton 1's PC Engine version is godlike. The PC Engine version, not the arcade version, just the PC Engine one. Absolutely godlike. So that one as well. One of those 3 would be my favorites.
Dollapus says, this game is good.
Yeah, this...
So frustrating.
Yeah.
Took me days to feel okay with stage 1 Bible Thumb.
Damn. Yeah, it certainly is frustrating, but you know, I like frustrating games, because I like the challenge. This is what I play shmups for, it's to have my balls busted. That's what I like. So I absolutely like that about the game. It's exciting. Very exciting game. I just leave that enemy alone on the left every time. Bit too much work to kill that one.
Dollapus says, yeah, feels good to make progress in this one.
Yeah, feels great. Alright, I guess I got 2 Ps. Didn't really want to try avoiding that P. It's okay, 2 is fine, as long as I don't get 1 more. I've been thinking that maybe how many Ps you have influences what items you get sometimes, like getting 1-ups. Which means I might want to try to copy or Warabi about that or something, but I just haven't bothered to take a look at that yet. You do not have to bomb this boss at all, but I've been doing it for so long now, I'm just gonna continue saving my bombs. I mean, not saving my bombs.
Ricardo says, I don't assume it's an observation.
I almost pressed escape right there. I like nudged it. That would have been a sad story.
Says, when you die in Truxton 2, it's like jazz music stops.
I really like, in Truxton 2, I really like the stage 1 and stage 5 themes. Those are my favorites. Particularly the stage 5 theme, I believe. Unless I'm mixing up the stages. I believe the stage 5 theme is called Still Love You. That's probably the best song. And the stage 1 theme also is fantastic.
Synth Ricardo says, Stage 5 is fittingly the hardest.
Oh shit, I picked that up. Alright. Here we go. Higher rank. It does make a difference. Although it's a little bit subtle. It does make a difference, and I'm kind of unhappy I picked that up actually, but it's okay. We're just gonna have to make it work. Ooh!
Ricardo says, https://bgmrips.net/pack/Truxton-2-arcade. Kirby comment says, TFW2 up item.
Let's use a bomb there. Be a little bit safe. Extra safe. What? That still didn't die? Crazy. That boat's been surviving a lot lately. Damn. I fucked up. I want that P, but I can't get it. I flew away. Crazy. Should I clear this stage with no bombs? I've got the power. If I suicide, I'll have to suicide multiple times. I'm just gonna clear it with no bombs. I'll say, like, it's okay. I can do stage 6. Probably. I'm not too happy about it, but I'd rather not spend several lives here right now. Because I refuse to clear this stage with level 1 weapon. It has to be level 2.
Here's a route for the Purkles part https://streamable.com/qbbk2.
A route for some parts. I'll have a look after my stream. It's hard to cram my head with even more routes, but ugh, I can still learn some stuff. There's just so much to remember in this game.
Synth Ricardo says, it's for Truxton to chump.
Oh, I thought you were linking something for this game. This screen can be a problem, this one. You really want to watch out for this screen. It gets in the way very easily. But I've been playing ping pong with it. For real, I've been scrolling the screen in ways that I think gives me the best chance to avoid a green. That's something you seriously want to learn to do. Play fucking ping pong. Might sound crazy, but for real, like you gotta think about the green that way sometimes.
Chocolate Deluxe says, the Genesis conversion has a nice monkey mode. Synth Ricardo says, Chum, if you like this one, you gotta try Flying Shark and KKK Tiger.
Of course I've played those. I've multi-looped the world version of Twin Cobra. And I've done like 7 or 8 loops in Hishosame. Japanese version of that game. I just like this game more because it's harder. A lot harder. It's not like I've played a lot of shmups. It's just that's not usually what I do. Ooh. I'm probably gonna die to the boss because I need one more bomb actually for the quicksand. But I use the word probably because it's not completely impossible. Quicksand's just... At rank this low, it is manageable.
Cool that you played them, yeah, okay, I get you. I'd like this game better if it weren't for the power-ups too.
I do think Hishosame is... The thing about that game is it's a little basic by today's standards, but it's a very, very respectable game. Like, for when it was made, it basically perfected what a vertical shmup could be at the time, more or less. Or like your like standard idea of a vertical shmup should be. It basically perfected that. Although it doesn't really have bosses, I guess. But the stage design is brilliant in that game. Like I said, it's a little basic. Once you get good at it, it does get old. But very, very good stage design.
Basic but solid, and yes.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna go above them. This is the strat. We spin around like this. And then you go under like this. It might look unintuitive, but it works.
Ricardo says,
oh, oops.
This game continues that trend for bosses to not stop the scrolling, which I do like. However, these ones are more robust and complex, of course.
Didn't want to die there because I had like level 3 power or something, or I was close to level 3 maybe. I don't really remember. That's not a good sign to start dying on this stage, because this should be the easy stage.
Ricardo says, I really like this stage. Stage 7. Some cool set pieces.
Yeah. What's nice about this stage is that you basically you learn this stage and then you just know how to do it. So this is a stage where you can feel kind of confident, whereas you feel a bit more uncertain in a lot of the other later stages. This one has like a feeling of confidence for me at least, which makes it comfortable. A little bit of a breather stage. You follow the plan, and you kind of know what to expect. Nothing too weird happens. Just follow the plan.
Chocolate Deluxe says, have you played Ghost Pilot?
I've never played that one actually, no. Is it good? That one's really old, right? Like super old.
Ricardo says, Pericles follows no plan for this, of course.
Oh shit. Yeah, he has no plan for this stage. It's like a blind run. Which is just strange. Like, wouldn't you at least learn how to do this stage? Because this is like the memo stage, you know? It's the stage where memo has the biggest impact to make it easy. Doesn't really make sense to skip the memo on this stage of all stages. Although, in his run, he does know this boss, like where the tanks spawn. I'll give him that. He knows where the tanks spawn here. Maybe he used the save state or something. Kind of cynical, you know. Maybe he used the save state, as if he's like learned nothing. But it is a bit random that he doesn't know when the enemy spawns on the stage, but once the boss comes, he knows the tanks. Quite random. Alright, this run is in decent shape, even despite all that trash that happened. But the biggest problem on stage 8, even if you have lives, the biggest problem is speed. Lack of speed makes some parts of this stage much harder than they would be otherwise. So I absolutely cannot let speed items fly away. I've got to collect that speed item. That's more like, even if I have to use a bomb to get it. Nope, I can get it. Good. The faster you are for like the big sea battle section, the better.
Ricardo says, a cool mechanic in terms of pacing for these games is that you have lots of resources, but recovery is hard to. It's a combo of leniency and tension that's
yeah, I really like that design about this game. Recovery is hard, but the game gives you a lot of lives. So that kind of makes up for it. That boat. See, if you're slow, it's much harder to do this fucking part. Let's use that bomb. Preemptively. Another one. Just use them. Use the bombs. More bombs. Yeah. Bombs. More bombs. I'm using too many bombs now. Oh my god. But I'm too slow. That's the problem. If you're too slow to dodge the bullets and kill the shit, you kind of do want to use all your fucking bombs here.
Says, Raiden 2 is like this game, but with standard extents and more irritating recovery.
That's another game I really enjoy. I hope that game will show up for a tournament as well. My reaction speed is not great. I'm not supposed to have... Okay, well... We're gonna have to do it like this. There is a blue drop at the end, so having red here is okay. I can't get that fucking B. And I didn't get the S, okay. Having red here and then switching to blue at the end is fine. But I'm too slow to do cutbacks. Where's the blue? There should be a blue here, but maybe it doesn't drop it for some reason. Like, I don't have the right power level or...
Isn't too old. It's a pretty tough one.
Raiden 2 is actually my favorite Raiden game. I don't know how this is gonna go. He's dead. Good. Yeah, Raiden 2 is my favorite. Raiden DX is my second favorite, but I didn't play the Raiden games very much. Only one CC'd Raiden Fighters. which I'm not a big fan of.
Synth Ricardo says, good thing about the P items in Raiden, otherwise shite.
But yeah, I didn't play those games very much. It's just more about, from what I've played, I really like Raiden 2. Kind of for the same reasons I like this game, just a similar kind of game. I wish I had more speed. Lack of speed is a real problem. I have part of my plan here kind of relies on speed. So I'm just gonna use a bomb. Right there. Ooh, that is scary, but it worked. Without more speed, that is a really scary thing to do.
Synth Ricardo says, have you played Raiden 1?
Yep.
I like it quite a bit, but stage 7 almost made me drop it.
Yep. I played it back when I was a beginner. I really liked that one. Fuck, I'm dead. Just when I got max power, I'm dead. Yeah, when I was a beginner, I really liked that one. Haven't really played it since then, though. I remember that one of the late stages got kind of obnoxious back then, but
good thing that you keep power.
You know, that might change with once you get better at it, you know. Just some stage, like it might have been like 7, was kind of irritating because it didn't feel fair with no power. Was some kind of stage when you felt like you were on the moon or something. I don't really remember. And enemies would just fly in that you didn't have the range to kill. Alright. Formality death coming up.
Thunder Dragon is a pretty good one in that era.
Thunder Dragon 2, you mean? Thunder Dragon 1 is pretty bad. Thunder Dragon 2 is pretty good. I don't know what to do here. My plan relies on bombs.
Says, Stage 7 is annoying because it throws lots of popcorn from weird angles that you can barely react to. The alternative is memorizing them, but it's so many it's a chore. Chocolate Deluxe says, I can't remember which Thunder Dragon I played. Probably 2.
Alright. Not the most comfortable amount of lives, but still very solid. If I don't clear right now, I suck. I have enough lives to clear, I just need to do it.
Dollapus says, D.
But this is not the first time I have many lives into stage 10. It's happened several times already. So I'm not holding my breath.
Ricardo says, 8 lives not enough. Base toe plan. Ricardo says, this should be it.
We'll see. It's a hard. This stage is way harder than all the other ones. The plan is just to advance 1 or 2 if I'm greedy checkpoints at a time.
Chocolate Deluxe says, 19XX is my favorite late era shmup. Ricardo says, 24 years ago. Now that's late era.
Alright, I'm gonna have to redo this checkpoint because it didn't go well. I've been doing really poorly at this checkpoint today, I'm not sure why. This one shouldn't be too bad. No, did I not advance it? I might have been like a centimeter off. Thank God. Alright, here we go. This is the final checkpoint.
Chocolate Deluxe says, I consider anything after 90s a different era for shmups. Ricardo says, kinda true.
Oh, I got it!
Ricardo says, come on. Take it.
Dude, I'm shaking.
Says, GG.
I got it, man.
Comment says, Pop Champ.
So sick.
5K says, GG. Whatever says, yay.
Oh man, look at this
Dollapus
score.
Says,
1 million bonus.
GG.
GG. Definitely one of the hardest 1cc's I've done.
Run.
If not the hardest. That was rough.
Says,
Like, once you...
Well played.
The game is obviously hard
Loot too.
because of how fast the bullets are,
says,
how many enemies you have to keep track of and everything, but like, the amount of planning you have to do for this game is pretty high to clear it. You have to do a lot of planning. And it took a while to get all that planning down. Alright, second loop. Honestly, I don't really care too much what happens here, but I'll try my best.
Synth Ricardo says, unless you're Neo Rickles.
Yeah, then you don't need any plans. Just skill. Or tools, whichever it is. Also, I really do like this game. I think the fact that I'm not tired of it already, because a lot of shmups, I get tired of them pretty fast. Like, they get old pretty fast, a lot of them. This one isn't really old yet. I think that's a testament to how good this game is. Oof. He shot me so close by.
Do people actually finish second loops in schmucks?
Yeah, lots of people do. Or rather, the really dedicated ones.
Who says, Kappa. Dollapus says, gotta work. THX for the stream and 1 cubic centimeter.
Thanks for watching, dude.
D.
Let's bomb here, because this part, even on loop 1, I'm sometimes a bit uncertain about whether I will live on this part.
Got the 1 cubic centimeter 1 day late loop phase.
Yeah, it's too bad. But
Ricardo says,
Denta, he's gonna do a stream where he will show like one run per game. Whoa, 1 run per game in Lacalis. He can just make a note that like I've 1cc'd now and maybe post a link to it or something.
Jacob who says 1 cubic centimeter LMAO.
Let's stay at the bottom here because I don't really know how this boss works that well right now.
Comment says, gotta link those cubic centimeters. Synth Ricardo says, is this the best sniper hellschmuck?
It's my favorite as of right now.
I love how it was reading C's name earlier.
Oh no, double kill. I might get stuck here then. Well, I do have bombs, so maybe...
Ricardo says, haha true.
Shit. It would be nice if I could get past stage 1.
Chocolate Deluxe says, good to hear. I'm like the opposite of a Tokyo Candy Cab super player.
Come on, let's beat this fucking guy. Let's beat this fucking guy. Style points to not game over on the first stage of loop 2. It's basically just style points. Oh god. Ooh, die. Yeah, stage 2.
Dega2 who says, PogChamp.
I'm glad I didn't give up on this game. There was like one day where I was like, no, this isn't fun anymore. Like, things weren't going well, and then things got better.
Synth Ricardo says, that's okay Choco https://imager.com//8.
These guys are crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't have the speed to deal with this, so I need this S. Now it's a little easier. No! I got sniped. A bullet was shot in front of me, man. What do you do about that?
Mogler 5K says,
oh!
LOL.
That was sick. That was like the MVP tank. Even though I bombed, he didn't get hit and he shot me.
Synth Ricardo says, look at those tanks shooting 3 to 4 times a second at you.
Yeah, this game doesn't hold back when you get to loop 2.
Says, GG.
Very nice. Now the question is...
At Synth Ricardo, is that what intense look like?
Now the question is, do I want to learn the second loop?